We got a few nice graded pieces in this past week, and we just unboxed everything. We're checking everything out, so let's go through each piece by piece and see what we got. Here we have a 1978 Kinder Toys Princess Leia that is graded in AFA 80. So they had the 3/4 inch figures, then the 12 inch and the micro series, and they got rid of the micro series and the 12 inch line and just focused on the 3/4 inch figures because they were kind of competing with themselves. And a lot of the parents were like, well, I'm not going to buy 3 different toy lines when it's just one line. Speaking of 3/4 inch, here we have a 20 back A Han Solo. This is a archival AFA 80. This is the large head Han, and he actually retailed for $1.99 back in 1978. It's in very good condition. And that's got the prototype Patrol Dewback artwork there, and the other ones up there, the Droid Factory, is a little bit different than what the production one was. Then we have a 21 back Death Star droid graded in AFA 80 plus. We also have a 20 back on the other end of the table, and then this retailed at Ben Franklin's $1.49. I believe that was up on the northern or east coast back in the day. Then we have a Biker Scout laser pistol right here that is graded in AFA 80 back in Return of the Jedi. We have a few other laser pistols in the graded room. We'll just add this to our arsenal back there. Then we got in a 1995 Sega Game Gear portable game system console with super columns. This is graded by VGA. That's an AFA or VGA 80 plus, and it is shrink wrapped. And this retailed for $109.99 back in the day. I never had this. I did have the Game Boy, but we have sold lots of these loose ones, and we've had them recapped and everything. So they are very cool because it was in color and pretty good audio. Then we have the Hasbro Standard Steamroller from the Mobile Command Center. That's the driver to it. And Hasbro Standards, this is in a Hasbro baggie, and this is the final step of the pre-production run. So it's basically kind of like a production piece. It's bagged up, and then they will say if anything needs to be redone, if there's any other issues, or that is the final step, and then they bag them up, put them in the vehicle and everything. Then here we have a Melway figure. This is actually from Australia. This is a Toll Toys. This is a Forlom. This is a U80 grade, and just a little bit different than the US version. Has a different address on the box. So you would actually cut out your proof of purchases, like the Ewok Village one right there. You cut that off and make a hole in your item, and then send that off, and then he was on the 48 back. So if you're patient, you'll eventually get it. Then here we have a 12 back B Stormtrooper graded in AFA 85. I believe that retailed for $229 back in the day. And then we have the 20 back Death Star droid. So you can see the offer and no offer right there. So that's the difference between 20 and 21 back. Then we have a Star Destroyer Commander on a 48 back that's graded in AFA 80. I believe we also have a Death Squad Commander on a 21 back. So then they changed the name from Death Squad Commander to Star Destroyer Commander because of the word death. And then we got in another G.I. Joe 1985 Hasbro Snowcat with Frostbite, and I believe that is graded in AFA 80. And then that retailed for $9.97 back in the day. I actually had this when I was younger. So it's a very cool vehicle. It's got the missiles, windshield wiper, missiles on a ski. Then here we have an AFA 80 plus Ewok Village playset that is factory sealed. So these bigger sets are a little bit hard to come by because they're so massive and people don't really want to ship them, but all this stuff is in store at Dallas Owns Toys and the graded room, so definitely come on in, check it out in person. Then we have another Snake Mountain We had a AFA 80. This is a 75 plus. This is factory sealed, and I actually had one of these when I was younger. And the microphone is awesome. It's got the shackles that are always usually broken. And yeah, pretty much my childhood here in a nutshell. We got lots of other awesome, great items in. We got in, I already separated some of the Power of the Force figures, but this was a complete set of 92 Star Wars figures that came in. But we're always getting new stuff in, and pretty awesome. So definitely swing by, and Wednesday through Sunday, come on in, let's talk some toys.
Hey guys, we're just here to talk about the event that's coming up. That's right, September 4th, 6 to 9, we're having Mick Foley, the legend himself. You know him as Mankind, Cactus Jack, and Dude Love. He's going to be here once again. We have the pre-orders on the website. You just got to go there to book it. It's going to be awesome. Last time he was here, the place was packed. I mean, the line went out the door. It was crazy. He's super nice. He's really, really cool. Bought Waterburger for all the staff members. It was just a super fun time. So if you want to meet someone who's really, really cool, who was a hero to a lot of people growing up, come on in and come get some signings and meet him. Hey guys, it's the indomitable Rooster here at Dallas Vintage Toys, two-time world champ. And I'm here to talk about an awesome wrestling collection we got in. Not only did we get these awesome belts in, but we also got these ones here as well. We got some masks, we got some mini rings, we even have some of those wrestlers for you. If you're looking for some really, really cool stuff, we have it here at Dallas Vintage Toys. Like that glow-in-the-dark Jeff Hardy figure there, with the black light included in the box. You flip the switch and he glows in the dark. Then we also have some Hulksters for Hulk maniacs out there, some of those old school JLN wrestlers for you, everything you can imagine. But if you're looking for some of the newer stuff, Jordan, why don't you take them down the aisle for them?
Why are you wearing two belts?
Because I'm the two-time world champ. Take them down the aisle.
Let's look on this side. Is this close enough?
Yes.
Is that good? So right over there, I see Commissioner Foley right there. That's the guy who's coming over in September. And then on this side, I see AEW wrestling. And then over on the top, I see a couple of 3-packs. And a beautiful 5-pack full of beautiful Latinos.
And if that's not enough to satisfy your crave for wrestling, we also have a bunch of the WWE legends, some of those ultimates from past, present. The only thing we don't have are future wrestlers. That would be cool. But one of my favorite pieces here is the Macho Man Randy Savage. That is my favorite wrestler, so it's really cool that we have him in. Definitely just a character that is fun. He was in the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, and that is my favorite scene in that whole movie. But we have all kinds of wrestlers here. We even got this new ring in for the Money in the Bank. Still elastic to it. Just a lot of fun things for that collection. So if you're a big wrestling fan and you're looking to make your collection a little more beefy like those wrestlers themselves, just come on down to Dallas Vintage Toys, pick these bad boys up.
We're rolling? Well, look who it is. It is E.T., the world famous. No, this is the 1982, it is the roommate laundry hamper E.T. So if you were a kid in the 80s, whenever this movie came out, you were probably like, I literally need a life-size version. So they made one, and it is also a laundry hamper that you can pop open. It doesn't really hold a lot of clothes, but I guess if you're like 5 years old, your clothes will fit in there. But no, it's a cool piece. These are really hard to come by in good condition, and he's in very beautiful, like pristine condition. It even has the box. If you look up there, we stored it up there just for safekeeping. But the box is still in pretty good condition, and yeah, you can just take home your little E.T. The beautiful flesh-colored plastic will go well in any room, any bedroom. So if you're a big collector of 80s stuff, I think this is a really, really neat piece to pick up.
Hey, it's Jordan here at DVT. I'm in the new room over here next to some old model kits. And these are vintage and they're dead stock. They're completely sealed, as premium and new as they can get. We have some from Radio Shack all the way up to Monogram. We have one from AMT, and these are stuff that you don't really see very often. I mean, this is way before I was even born. But this stuff is as good as condition as it can get. and you can only find it here at DVT.